G'day everyone, how you all doing? Exceptional, no doubt. Me too. Well, today we're going to do something a little different. Okay, none of this sell-off videos and loading steel or loading the trailer, you know, from time to time. I'm sure they get a little boring, and probably what you want to see is some real scrapping, okay? Real scrapping, not that shit, okay? Although, mind you, some people don't mind watching that anyway. But today, this afternoon, we're going to do something that I've never done before. This. Now, from the great people who watch my channel, they have informed me in the past that this is called a toroidal. In the past, I would call it a donut thing because I had no idea. But now I do. Thank you very much. So, and also, in the past, I've considered this an absolute waste of time to remove the copper from. Because this thing here, it weighs 9.7 kilos as it sits. This was pulled out of an old solar inverter, and I've had it laying on the floor for quite some time for this special moment. So, if I don't scrap this right now, I can get $8.45 for it, just as it is right now. So, I'm going to cut this up and I'm going to find out how much copper is on here in comparison to the 9.7 kilos in total that it weighs. What's the percentage? Some say maybe 10%. Maybe it is. But we're going to find out, and I'm going to find out, have I seriously wasted my time, or will I come out in front? Who knows? So, that was quite heavy. For 9.7 kilos, I've got some weights to lift, I think, because that's not really that bad at all. Goodness me. But I guess if you stand here and hold it up in the air long enough, your arms will get tired. So it's time for me to stop fixing my hair, and it's time to get scrapping. Let's go. Right. Now, before we get started, I have gathered a couple tools. Not entirely sure what I need, but it's what I think I need. Stanley knife, because there is another layer of plastic underneath this copper here. There was also a layer of plastic protecting this copper, which I've removed prior to the video. Let's put that aside. A couple flathead screwdrivers. This will help probably ply this copper off easily. What's the idea anyway? These in case I need it. And of course, the tool of choice, the grinder. And I'll put a brand new disc on here for the purpose of the video, so I don't have to change it. Now, I have never done one of these in my life, so this is foreign to me. And I'm wondering, what is the best approach in how to get this copper off? In my opinion, I think maybe two cuts. One around the inside here, and probably one around the outside. That way, this bottom half will fall off, and I should be able to peel the other layer, this layer here off with the flathead. It should just fall out. We'll see what happens. And bear with me, the children are calling. Radio, kids dramas out of the way. Make sure you've got your safety glasses on. You don't want this shit getting in your eyes. Gloves, well, some might recommend I wear them, but what the hell? I like to feel things, and I feel pretty safe without them. Everyone's different. Oh, And this bucket here, this is what I'll throw the copper in to weigh it. This bucket weighs 300 grams. So where do we start? I'm guessing the inside. It might be a bit awkward. We'll see what happens. Oh, there we go, look at that. Well, there we have it. Mind you, we still got some of the stuff that's in here. And a dead set pain to get out, I can tell you right now. I reckon what I'll probably do is I'll remove most of this plastic and it can probably just go as a domestic copper of sorts. That's good enough for me without mucking around. So it's time to weigh this up, find out what we're going to get. Rightio guys, so I've looked over this video and I absolutely muffed the way up. Oh boy. So I was hard at work editing away and we got to the end and then I realised, oh no. The play button got paused and the pause hit play at the wrong times and oh, it was all a mess. So now we're going to weigh up the copper again. Take 2. So this here is the final result. Okay. Domestic copper and number 2 copper. That there is all that remains of the toroidal. So let's do the weigh up. And it will help if we turn it on. Now keeping in mind the bucket weighs 300 grams, we're looking at 2.25 kilos of number 2, which equates to roughly $21 something. So not too bad, not too bad. But if I'm to do it again, I'd want to be able to get this done in roughly half an hour instead of 50 minutes. Well, technically it was probably a little bit less. But when you're doing your video, it tends to slow things down a little bit. I will grab this domestic copper. I'm sure it won't do much. It only added an extra 50 grams. Unreal. We'll grab this, we'll weigh this up. Oop. .3 kilos. So basically, we'll take this off and continue on. So basically what we're looking at is what we have, 7.3 of steel, and if you include the domestic, what was it, 2.3, no, what was it, I'm just gonna stuff that up, what was it, 7, let me check again, I forgot, yes, 7.3 for the toroidal bare naked, and if you include the domestic copper, 2.3 in copper, 2.3 kilos, so not too bad. The percentage we're looking at roughly, well, it was better than expected. Well, we're probably looking at least somewhere between 23 and 24% in weight for the toroidal being all copper. So if you've got the time on your hands, you've got nothing better to do, I think they're probably worth doing. But again, it was my first time doing it, and to take, you know, nearly 50 minutes to do it, I reckon we can improve. And as I said, if we can cut that back down to about half an hour, I reckon we're bang on, and I'll definitely do more. But for now, that's it, and I'm hoping that this take 2 has worked out a lot better, sort of. Anyway, I'm peacing out. Thanks for watching. If you did, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. That would be unreal. So thanks everyone. Have a fantastic week ahead, and we'll catch you in the next video. See you later.